Hello, welcome to Soulprint Insights. So, following Sunday's energy circle, I was asked a question by a viewer, and the question was, like, how long does the energy of the energy circle work? Does this energy, does it have to be done daily? How long does this stuff last? And so I want to just flat go straight to Masudius and get him to answer that question for us. So, I always say, listen, like energy meets like energy, it attracts. And that's why you want to be ever so careful, of course, about negative thoughts and thoughts that are going to not bring you what you want. They're fear-based thoughts, right? You don't want to keep thinking them because that amplifies the very energy you're sort of trying to not bring towards yourself. But so let's just connect with Masudius and see what he has to say about positive energy and how that works and how it lasts and what that creates. So here we go. Margaret, this one's for you. And all my other viewers, of course, of course. Masudius, would you please give us some clarity on the power of positive energy, of the power of the energy circle, and how that works, and what is the best way to amplify that and keep it going? It is absolutely wonderful to be invited back by the group, the collective, who is seeking additional insights and information. I am very happy to share our knowledge with those seeking answers and truth. So let's just start simply with the energy circle. So your energy circle is not big. There's probably somewhere between, by our count, 200 to 300 people who take part in the energy circle in any given week. But the power of that is really, really beyond what you can imagine. So let's start with simply the circle. So you have a collective of people who get together, and at different times, at different days, they focus their energy on a specific topic, goal, or intention. Now, if you want to think about the energy as thought bubbles, those bubbles that you see over your cartoon characters that say the words or the thoughts, I want you to picture your energy, the energy leaving you, the energy you are sending out as one of those thought bubbles. So, your thought bubble carries your positive energy and your intentions, and it floats up, and energetically, it connects with all the other people who are setting and sending the same intention within the collective. But then it starts to attract the energy of like intentions. So on Sunday last, you did a video about schools and the return to schools and the worry and the concerns. What happens is your thought bubbles meet up with people who are praying. They're worried for their grandchildren. They're worried for their sons or daughters, their spouses, um, their children, the little ones, right? Um, they, their energy, as long as they are praying positive thoughts, that energy connects with your thought bubbles. Well, what happens is then those thought bubbles are now attracting all the energy of all the prayers. And then they're attracting all of the energy of the hope and the happy thoughts and, the desire for things to be a certain way so that intentions can be realized. And now what you have is all kinds of these little bubbles that are creating a mass. Now, that mass is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It will go on and on and on. If you repeat an intention, the new intention, or the intention, adds sort of an extra boost of energy, because now those intentions that are being repeated in a positive way are amplifying all of those thought bubbles or energy bubbles that are forever floating out into the universe and the collecting more and more. So sometimes it can be very helpful if there is a energy circle or a series of positive thoughts or intentions to repeat them a few times. The trick or the balance, particularly when you are talking not so much about your wonderful and loving energy circle, but when you are talking simply about people who are trying to manifest, at some point you have to let the intention go. You have to let it fly. You have to snip the attachment between your physical being and the energy and the power of the thought. So repetitive over and over again, that just creates a situation where you're behaving as if you are fearful of not getting it, which is why you keep repeating it. What you want to do is stand very strong, clear, and firm in your intention with your positive energy. And if you want to repeat that a few times, that is super beneficial. You can even set it up so that you repeat it once weekly or once a month. But the balance must be achieved where you're asking for what you're asking because it is positive and loving, and you are ready to move forward with that powerful energy. Now, the universe does not hear negative intentions. So, as we have said before, if your intention is phrased in such a way that it is about getting rid of, it is about loss, it is about fear, what happens is the negative connotation is blocked, and the other words come together. So one that is often used is, I don't want to get a disease. And what the universe does is it cancels the words don't. So the sentence then becomes, I want a disease. That is why our channel Cyndy is forever talking about keeping your thoughts really positive, especially those thoughts are based in fear. Because they join up with all the other thoughts that are fear-based, and they amplify and they grow and they grow. And before you know it, you have hit critical mass. Now, if your intentions are positive and happy and healthy, they hit critical mass, and that then literally propels the intention into being. If your thoughts are negative, and there are enough of them, that hits critical mass, and that propels the intentions into being. Okay? I want you to think of critical mass as a pot of boiling water. So you have your pot and it's starting to boil, and you can see one little tiny bubble at the bottom and another one and another one. Those are the intentions. As that pot of water continues to boil, there's more and more bubbles, until finally you have a pot that is overflowing with bubbles. That is critical mass. That is what creates the energy that drives the intention forward. So, and it is a truism that different situations really do require different energy and different amounts of energy. When you are worried and concerned, for example, about your planet, about Mother Earth, about the energies inside, around the planet, the energies of the people of the planet, that is an energy that you want to lovingly send to your Earth, your home, your planet on a more regular basis. But this is what we want you to understand. And some, of course, like an energy circle, it may get sent out in mass, and then it's gathering the energy of all those other like thoughts. But the thing about repeating an intention for the good is this: you don't necessarily have to sit down and repeat the intention as it originally was done. So, one of the things that your channel likes to do is, if we're going to use the school one as an example. She's asking us to do that. So, the energy circle was created, okay? And every time she has not only set that intention, but coming out of that or at any other time, she is setting the intention that every single time she hears the words school, return to school, teachers, safety, protection, it triggers a automatic release of the intention, which means that over the course of a day, without you even being really consciously aware of it, you can set the intention that there are going to be triggers that will literally allow your energy to release energy so it can meet up with other like energy. This practice is particularly helpful if you, for example, are concerned about somebody's health or their safety, because every time you think of them, every time you hear the word, it sends out a positive burst. And as long as that on a conscious level, that is not triggering a fear reaction, but a reaction of hope, it amplifies the healing energy, it amplifies the intention. So that is a really sort of easy and practical way that you can continually send positive energy, which is not draining for you because it's just a little spurt of your energy and off it goes, and it meets up with more and it grows bigger and bigger. You can set the intention literally so that there will be triggers that will cause a repeat of the original intention, hope, desire, or prayer. And in doing so, you are ensuring that you are releasing the intention with only positive energy, which is very different than repeating it consciously because you're scared it's not going to happen, or it's going to take too long, or it won't be effective. Those are really helpful tools that allow you to continue doing your energy work, light workers and earth angels, in a way that is just spontaneous and powerful. So that is something that you might want to consider implementing or adding into the energy work or the intention work that you do. Those same triggers can be used for all kinds of situations. Um, you can hear sirens, ambulance, police, fire, and just instantly send them the intention that they are protected and they are in the light. You can set intentions that certain foods will not be desirable to you or will be desirable to you. So maybe you need more fruits and vegetables. So you set an intention that the color and the clarity of the fruits, the smells, creates a desire in you to have that fruit. And likewise, chocolate and potato chips, not so much. The chocolate and potato chips sets up you're setting up the intention to not block it, but to have those desires immediately cause you to think about fruit and vegetables. You can use these intentions and these triggers in all kinds of ways every single day of your life. Remember, in every moment, you are creating your reality. So it can be incredibly helpful to use those intentions to amplify or help create the reality that you are working and moving towards. The short answer to the question is energy never dies. So your intentions go on forever. It is simply a question of how, when, and how often they are amplified. Always remember, in many ways, energy is benign. What makes it positive or negative are the intentions, the thoughts, the fears, and the hopes that are sent to the energy. That is what gives that energy its character, its intention. So always use your energy very wisely because it has an effect. It is really remarkable as we watch the positive, hopeful intentions that are sent out for the planet, for circumstances. It is a powerful source. And we encourage each one of you to bring blessings and hope into your lives by creating powerful intentions with energy that draw to you that which you desire to move beyond whatever energy is currently with you that you don't necessarily want to continue. You're always replacing um, positive with negative. It is with our loving and powerful light-filled energy that we thank you for your questions, your concerns, and we send our energy to each of you for your continued growth, for the continued expansion of your soul print. And remember always, you are never alone in your endeavor. We remain, at this time, Masudius. There you have it. I hope that answers some questions. I hope it gives you some insights and maybe even a couple of tools that you want to incorporate into your life and your energy work, be it for yourself, others, or globally. As always, I ask that you stand in your power and stand in your light. Bye for now.